Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the AstroPub. Welcome to another Pub-A-Thon. My name is Paul Berserker1 Batman Shelley, your humble host and space bartender here at the AstroPub, your space bar at the end of the universe. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. We got it good for you. My good lord, 8 a.m. on a Sunday. Scuba Loomis, welcome to the Pub-A-Thon. This isn't just going to be 8 a.m. on a Sunday. It's a 8-hour stream that can go to 36 hours. Yep. All right, so all the giveaways have been updated. So you have a chance to win. Hopefully that's not too loud. All right. Hey, Del. So I know that the League expedition is going to be a little bit later today. So I'm going to be playing for like 4 hours before the League expedition starts. So nope, Scuba. Just normally we do our Pub-A-Thons, which are typically about 16 hours, 16 to 18 hours. We're just talking about a long stream. But with the summer being on, I decided why not? It's a Pub-A-Thon. So how this is going to work is if we go over 16 hours, at 16 hours, so at midnight my time, 1 a.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific, I will pause the timer, I will end the stream, and then I'll wake up at 8 a.m. on Monday and go forever how long we have time left for. So slowly catching up on Star Citizen news. I had no idea that the wiki recipe changes changed so dramatically. Oh, the Wikilo? Yeah, they changed a lot. I just looked them up today, and it's like to get an ICT, you have to do the actual event, which I'm kind of not okay with. To get the jump, you don't actually have to do much at all, but is no more RNG in 4.2. I think it's in 4.2.1.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Sorry, Luna. All right. It's my Corsair that I have here.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the Please Visit Us.
Did they increase, like, did they double the number of comp boards you have to retrieve? I'm not a fan of the new event. Their wording has just been bad. Exploration, more like Killzone with Doom music in the background. Oh, with the new stuff? It's sandbox exploration.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval.
Did it do the funny? Did it do the funny? Yeah, it did the funny.
Your vehicle has been moved. Please visit us again.
Watch it explode, watch it explode. And boom. There it goes. Which event?
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your insurance claim has been sent.
Steel. I can't believe I have that. Oh, I do have my Star Runner. I haven't pulled out the King of Prussia in a while.
Your vehicle, please visit us again. Goodbye.
You can take away my spaceship.
And it goes up.
You can take away my space suit. You can even take away my space lasers.
No pew-pews.
But you can never,
Never.
ever
Ever.
take away my space game.
The Space Bee just resubscribed for 3 months. Yo-ho yo-ho.
The Space Bee, thank you for that 3 months of support. You're very important, Pupper, very impressive, Mr. Very pedestrian. This is your fault. The return to Rick and Shots and cheers and chat, y'all. Shots and cheers. As you can see now, that timer goes up a little bit. The more you sub, the more you donate, the more you become. If you become a member, if you give bits, all that kind of stuff, that timer goes up. Even on YouTube, I just have to do it manually if it goes on YouTube. Man, they definitely did an audio pass for these last couple of patches. It's like footsteps sound better. That had no sound. That's bad. It's also this. It's also a Star Runner that they don't care about. What they need to do is just redo the Star Runner so that you don't have this stupid like elevated stilts. Make it a 2-decker.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking. Systems on.
Where's the name? Where is the name? This is the King of Prussia, so I don't know where the King of Prussia's name is.
Landing gear up.
I don't envy the devs getting 166 plus ships ready for 1.0. I mean, this is going to sound really bad, but CIG needs to stop making new ships at such a blistering pace and start focusing on redoing the ships. And I know that a part of it is they want to get newer devs up to speed, but like they're probably close to getting a lot of their current devs up to speed. They should take some of those devs and then bring them back on the old ships, because I guarantee you they would still get a lot of sales of ships if they took the MSR and redid the interior and gave it a pass for the future. People would buy the MSR. You know, there are lots of ships that people avoid that they don't because the interior is awful. Like the Freelancer would get fucking gobs of money for it. You think working on old ships would also help bring up to speed, but I'm not a dev. That's a lot of it is also interest. Artists aren't interested in working on other people's art. It requires a specific type of person to do that, and also a lot of practice to that sort of thing. So, yes, CIG has said that they want to get a preview out for engineering in the next couple of months. So yeah, you need an NN-13 cannon. You need 10 irradiated Valakar pearls and 5 fangs of the apex. Just for an ATLS. All right. I'm going to go search for my script because I know I have a bunch of script laying around somewhere. It's not in Microtext, so I'm thinking it might be around ArtCorp, around Bajini. Bajini. Go. Yes, Jen, I've seen your post before. You can't buy a ship out of game if it's not available, though. What do you mean, Icorn? So I was actually looking through the shop today, the store. CIG has significantly limited the available ships in game to purchase, which personally I think is actually a good thing. Because a lot of the ships they limited are completely available in game. Like you can't buy the Caterpillar, but you can buy it in game. You can't buy the Cutlass Red, the Cutlass Blue. You can buy those in game. You can buy the Steel for some reason. I don't know why they still sell the Steel in the store, but you know. I know other people in chat may not have. It's not all about you, boss. It is, of course, all about me. This is the Paul Shelley show.
Hey, a tip.
Scoop, super chat at $5. Have a coffee on me.
Thank you so
Also,
much.
If you are nice large scale RTS fan, Broken Arrow is really good. Haha.
I've heard Broken Arrow is pretty good. I'm not that kind of RTS fan, but I do like it. Because it's currently a subscribership? Okay. That makes sense because I'm a subscriber. So I added 5 minutes to the there because you donated $5. We've been streaming for 21 minutes and we still have 7 hours and 52 minutes to go. Now, to be fair, I did start the timer 5 minutes into the stream, but still. The ICTY changes in 4.1. Now you need 3 DHS 07 comps for the ICTY Geo. Okay, so the comp, you need specific comps. Okay. What's the 07 from? Rockin' stone to you too, Tag Zero. Orbit? Okay. Yeah, so you just have to go to Obituary for all of your ICTY needs, because that's also where you get your NN-13, right? Orbit's gonna be fucking spicy. Quantum Vegas! QuantumVegas.space, if you still want to go, we still have tickets for sale all the way up to the actual like day of the of the event. It's gonna be in Vegas at Area 15, I think. Yeah, Area 15. Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be interviewing Tyler. I'll be one of the sort of MCs there. And then we've also got plenty of other people showing up. Even Ray's Guide. Danny Raymond is going to be there, hanging out. Loving G-Fan is going to be there. Even Sandy Roberts is going to be there as well. But I will give marketing some flowers in the sense that they have removed ships from the store that are not really things that your average person would purchase. Basically everything there, the most expensive that you can get is a couple $100, but most of those couple $100 ships, like the $300, $400 ships, are currently on sale because it's Alien Week. Because of the Alien sale for this patch. So when I'm assuming in like a couple of days, those will go off the store. But the averages seem to be like the highest average seems to be a freelancer, which, in my opinion, is good. The game shouldn't be promoting more than, to your average person, more than a couple $100. Yeah, that's what I meant too. But upgrading playable ships or new ships to get new devs to work on ships, we've all been waiting for, or my endeavor. You're not going to get, as a card carrying cardinal of the Pope of the cult of the can't do that one, unfortunately. Maps. As a card carrying cardinal of the cult of the Endeavor, we aren't getting the Endeavor until after 1.0. However, I do believe that when that ship comes out, it will be quite literally the end game ship. Every organization is going to want at least one Endeavor. Like, don't take this as gospel, but based off of how CIG is working currently, I believe that one of the modules they will build for the Endeavor is a station build, a station construction module. Like a fabrication module, which is going to be big enough for a space station. It'll be one of the other ships able, other than the Pioneer, to be able to build a space station. I really like the Star Runner. It's surprisingly nimble for a ship of its size. It has a significant amount of cargo. It could have more. Don't get me wrong. I still have an NN13. Should I bring it to the lore expedition? If you want to, and I'll just chuck that into my inventory if you want. You don't really, but I mean, we still need a bunch of other things in order to get the right. I know we've got like 3 Icties. Lore has 3 Icties. They're all Icti Rads, but we have 3 Icties. And honestly, I wouldn't be against handing the MSR to some new team members who have been doing the Crusader stuff and telling them to build it from scratch, rebuild it from scratch. Because it's very much a like, as long as it recaptures the Millennium Falcon look, I think it can do pretty well. Yeah, there's nothing here. I think my script get eaten from my... No, it didn't. I think my script just got eaten. Ah, there's King of Prussia. There we go. It's not in, it's everything else, but... Like, if they took the Intrepid and scaled that up into a new MSR, I think most people would be happy. Obviously not the asymmetrical aspect of it, but like this, that sort of design with a entrance, with a cargo bay. I meant like the interior and the exterior, but like the reason why it's sort of people don't like the exterior of the Intrepid is because of its asymmetric style. I think if you recentered it, because like this has a similar look to it. Like, see, it's got an asymmetric style too, but people don't really think of this as ugly. I have no idea where my freaking script is. I thought it was still over in my hangar, but apparently in my maybe it just got eaten. Because you can't actually see anything here. It's just broken. All right. My home location doesn't have it, Death Trooper. That's what I'm saying. Well, I'll go to my home location, so because like people keep saying it's in your home location. It's in your home location. It's like it wasn't in my home location. This thing doesn't have enough quantum to really do that, but we'll try. Go to Pyro and then refuel there. Yeah, it may have been wiped. It's my first time experiencing a huge wipe. But I think my favors were also wiped. Yeah, Knickknacks is broken. I did a lot of fucking work for it too. I got 3 fucking favors in total. A lot of that was work grinding off of stream, and be a little pissed if those are gone. I think you keep the Icti Rad if you keep it and you store it in a in your cargo elevator. You can't store the Icti Rad, so you have to get it from Wicklow. Man, that sort of throws the entire fucking. So, yeah, that throws the whole thing out the window, because basically it means you have to do their event in order to get the Icti, which is bugged on the best of days. What am I doing? I need to, well, yeah, I need to go here first. So I could make it through the jump, but then I wouldn't be able to make it to orbit with this. CIG has got to change this one. They added the combat music for docking at stations.
Landing gear down.
Did you try it on the freight elevators in your hangar, Dell, or is it just at the freight elevators at the location? Both? Okay. Here, okay.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been moved to place visitors again. Goodbye.
You can take away my spaceship.
Spaceship.
You can take away my space suit.
Suit.
You can even take away my space lasers.
No pew-pews.
But you can never,
Never.
ever
Ever.
take away my space game.
Killer 7 Actual just resubscribed for 8 months.
Thank you so much for that 8 months of support there, Kilo 7. You're very important, pumper, very precipice, you're very pedestrian. This is your fault. You're good night. Shots and cheers in chat, y'all. Shots and cheers. Okay.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following.
Close, please. There we go. That's what I thought on the Reclaimer getting PDCs. Makes sense.
Crusader Industries, a journey systems on.
Ooh, I do not like that. This is really odd trying to hover with this thing.
Landing gear up.
Looks like you got some wings damage on the right. Nah, it's fine. Nah, it's fine. Nah, I mean, if they change the if they remove the info running status from the ship, it would effectively make info running dead. Info running would be a dead profession, which means the Herald would have to be completely retooled to something else. Which still might happen, but because there's only really 2 info running ships. And they're old, and CIG has been radio silent on this forever. Is that a Star Lancer? Yeah, it is. Reason's not letting me spool up for it. All right, so we're just going to go to Bloom first. There we go. What happens if you crash and blow up in the cosmic colon? You die. Was info running mentioned in that big slide at CitizenCon? I don't remember. I think it was. We're doing a small giveaway right now if you want to get into it. It's an Avi's helmet, which is the sort of helmet that's inspired by the Tavaran.
Fuel, 75%.
This is gonna be a long jump, chat. For the Star Runner, if they turn the server room into a social mess hall area and the scan room into a med bay, I would buy it again. The thing is you're not going to get a med bay for the Star Runner. What they need to do is remove the stupid bottom area, the little crawl space, and make it slightly taller. So you have 2 decks. Give it keep the sort of area it has now for its cargo bay. Give the smaller area underneath, like the area that is currently the crawl space, that if you just increase it just a little bit, give it a little bit more height, turn that into the server room area. And then either give more cargo space at the top in that region, or use that area to give like a EVA exit. Give it some like a storage room, like suit locker, weapons rack, storage areas. And then the other area be, weapons and like a engineering. The problem with removing the crawl spacing, pancaking it down to 1 deck is you would lose cargo space from the back, so that it would get less cargo. So if you pancaked it down, then it would make it, you'd have to drop the price because it would lose a lot of its functionality. I don't think you need a medical station. It definitely needs an armory, though.
You can take away my space suit.
Suit.
You can even take away my space lasers.
No pew-pews.
But you can never,
never,
ever
ever.
take away my space game.
Chaos YST just resubscribed for 19 months. Hi, wish you a great Pub-A-Thon.
Thank you so much, that Chaos, for that tons of months. 19 months. You were very important, Pupper. Very impressive as a very pedestrian. This is your fault. Return drinking night. Shots and cheers in chat, y'all. Shots and cheers. Don't crash, game. Don't crash. Don't crash. I'm gonna force it to crash. I don't know if that's Star Citizen's problem. My new PC has been doing some weird shit. Like just when I tried to start it up today, it was like hanging on the load up screen, and then it took a while, then eventually loaded in. And then there was a Windows update, so. Exclamation point PC. That'll tell you everything you need to know, tech. Yeah, basically putting the
Take away my spaceship.
Spaceship.
You can take away my space suit.
Suit.
You can even take away my space lasers.
No pew-pews.
But you can never,
Never.
ever
Ever.
take away my space game.
Rubensaurus just resubscribed for 30 months.
Thank you so much, Ruben, for that 30 months of support. You are very important, Pupper. Very impressive, Mr. Any pedestrian. This is your fault. Return drinking night. Shots and cheers in chat, y'all. Shots and cheers. How you doing, Ruben? Yeah, I basically all I did with this is basically force it to crash, pop it right back in. Nice. Yeah, I got an I had a deal, saw a deal for an a ARC A770. And so I picked that up for my my new stream PC, which I'm going to be building at the end of the year. Piecemeal, because my stream PC currently works fine. I just need to be able to build my stream PC before October. Doing well. It's just very warm. I get that. The next big purchase for my stream PC is going to be it's a Ryzen 9 7900X or 7950X, I think is what it is. I did some research on it. It's like, yeah, it's really good for video editing and other things like that. So it's like, okay, cool. And that should basically save me for...
Landing gear down.
There you go. So I'll show you. You got a 7900 X3D and a 7900 XT. That's good. The 7900 XT is a really good build thing. The only reason why I didn't go for the 7900 XT is because it's older FSR, even though it doesn't fucking matter because that thing is like 32 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. Hey, Luna.
Take away my spaceship. You can take away my space suit.
Suit.
You can even take away my space lasers.
No pew-pews.
But you can never,
Never.
ever take away my space game.
Gifted Lunam, a membership. Luna Maria celebrates 20 months of membership. I can tag when I return from my 3-year hiatus with these monthly milestones lol.
Thank you so much for that. 20 months of support. You're very important, Papa. Very impressive, Mr. Vanny Pedestrian. This is your fault. There's some drinking night. Sorry. Shots and cheers in chat. Shots and cheers. At least I didn't have it with the felt with the this down. All right. Thank you. So this is my home location, as you can probably tell. So I did find out that I do have Wicklow favors. So I still have my 3 Wicklow favors, so that's good. There you are. Okay. So, do I have containers? I have the storage chest. There's no cargo deck, is there here? Yeah, I found my script. It was hiding in the middle of my my inventory. It's usually at the end. That's why I wish we had a search function in their freaking inventory.
Lunam, super chatted $3.65. You're welcome.
Thank
I was
you.
originally trying to do this lol.
Oh.
At the time. Yeah.
I did both, so you're good. Thank you so much for that $5 Canadian. Cargo. Can I buy stuff here? Is this commodity? All right, I'm gonna do the 1 SCU container. Actually, it might not actually work. I'll do 2 SCU. Called it. Thank you for calling it. Because it was you or somebody else said, like, it sometimes hides inside other locations. So that's just like, okay, that's odd, but I'll try it.
You can take away my space suit.
Suit.
You can even take away my space lasers.
No pew-pews.
But you can never,
Never.
ever
Ever.
take away my space game.
JoyPop_ just resubscribed for 36 months.
Thank you so much for that 36 months of support there, Joy Pop. You're a very important popper, very precipice, very mean pedestrian. This is your fault. You're not drinking. Shots and cheers in chat. Y'all shots and cheers. Go. So I've been streaming for about an hour, and I still have 7 hours and 30 minutes left, which means we've added about 33 minutes to the timer. You just need to be able to search. All right, time to go do a big turn in. Get 2 more wick favors. So I'm up to 5. I think I need 10 for the ICTGO. I don't think you need to turn in any for the regular ICT. Okay, so I'm going to open up the storage. I'm going to start putting some of this stuff in there, like my 39. There we go. That should give me enough to be able to start transferring this over. Other. First off, I'm going to move this over. Put it in my pants. It's too big for my pants. Your favors are too big for my pants, Wicklow. Oh no. So they're like right here somewhere. Gotta look for the numbers is what it is. There they are. Council script, MG script, MG script. It's too much. Okay. Someone asked where I got all these medals and relics and stuff like that. Relic expeditions. Let's go. Yeah, if you want relics, we can give you relics. We can give you our medals and relics, stuff like that. You just gotta pay for them. I give you some money, Dell. I know you've been doing a lot of stuff, and I've got plenty of leftover cash that I can give people if I need to.
Glide, super chatted $25 for the PC.
Thank you so much, Glenn. Let's add that money to the pile. That timer. Where are you, timer? There you are. Where are you? Over here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. There we go. Hey, Glenn. I have a friend who plays Elite religiously. Tonight at dinner, he asked why I play Star Citizen, not Elite. I didn't have a good answer, but watching you play, I think it's just the immersion you get in Star Citizen. Hey, for immersion. No problem. It's good to see you doing stuff. Currently, I'm doing a super risky move. Yes, I did, Luna. I did. I added your $3 and your $3.60. In Star Citizen, a relic expedition generally refers to exploring known or unknown locations to find and recover valuable resources and artifacts, often referred to as relics. It's not a game loop. It's not a game loop. Nope. Thank you, ChatGPT. Maps. Yeah, it's not a game loop, it's a lifestyle. This is me now. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go around. How did your Stormbreaker run go for your immersion? I had to bop off because I was gonna. Me and my wife want to go watch a movie. So, if you're a subscriber, no, but it's best that you are here. So how this is gonna work is for this giveaway, I will draw it at 8 hours no matter what. But if we get to 12 hours, then I will give away another item. I will end this giveaway and give another item out, which is going to be a cutlass, or not a cutlass, a cutter starter pack. And then if we hit 16 hours, I will give away tomorrow a old school buyback that I had, which is a Vulture. It's a Vulture anniversary. Doesn't come with lifetime insurance, but it does come with like 72 months of insurance and a bunch of other stuff like that. Been trying to collect maintenance cards for the ICT run on Monday, leading to a future worm today. Okay. So apparently the rads, you can't, there's a bug where you can't store the rads. So you may not be able to preserve the rads unless you have them on a ship that you can save. And they will blow up when they blow up, you're done. You can't recover them. They're not the same as the ICTs.
Dem biddies.
Boit, deine Perspektive worm gewon liken zoom osage von liken zu verandern. Boit, deine Erwartungen zurückzusetzen worm alltag liken zu den höchsten hohen. Von atemberaubenden Ausblicken, unglaublichem Essen bis hin zu unwirklichlichem Shopping, Crusader Raft. Bleib in den luxuriosen Unterkünften, beschäftigt die Schiffswerften der Empire Plus an Genies einen Sonnenuntergang, der wahrhaft unwirklich ist.
I don't need to know what language it is. I don't even know to speak the language to know what the fuck this thing is.
Dem biddies.
Eagle, Obi du einfach den Tag damit verbringen möchtest, MIT den Sturmwelle von Wolke springen, oder relaxen in Green Circles Infinite Spa. Shuttles verkehren taglich, worauf wartest du? Komm, besuch Horizon, die Stadt in den Wolken.
That commercial is why I will never support Crusader. Thank you for the biddies, Ghost. That should automatically updated there, so. Have you gone over the new mission works in 421? And it's and is it a sandbox event or time limited? So the new event isn't a sandbox event. It is a time limited event. It is an event for the duration of 421. My guess is the reason why they want to get this out as soon as possible is because they're not going to do a patch for August. So we're going to have a patch for July, and we'll have a patch for September. And August will be when they release the engineering preview. July or August when we do the engineering preview. And then they'll have maybe a PTU they'll release in August for release in September, because they know that the September-October patch 4.3 is going to be probably their first attempt at adding a new feature like engineering. Yep, I'm gonna need to refuel.
You can take away my spaceship. You can take away my space suit. You can even take away my space lasers. But you can never, ever take away my space game.
Nicodemus_RHL, just resubscribed for 16 months. Hey Paul, have we ever heard about player medics making injectables to act as typical MMO buffs?
No, but that might be a good idea. That's less of a medic and more of a like medicine, like making your own medicine sort of thing for crafting. Thank you so much for that 16 months of support, though.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Wrong button. I think engineering preview won't be until October. I think CIG is far enough along that they if it's delayed, it's not going to be because of engineering. It's going to be because of CIG's own internals. And there doesn't seem to be anything that's indicating CIG's internals are super fucked right now. They seem to be on a good path.
Landing gear down.
I wonder how often they're going to need to perform maintenance to unbug the freight elevator so a quarter of the event contracts can even be done. That's the problem when it comes to these sorts of events.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Can I make it far enough in?